Dr. Liam Fox was a rare beast on the Conservative front benches, working class and Scottish. He was a single-minded politician with a reputation for taking risks. After growing up on a council estate, he trained as a doctor before being elected in 1992.
He's a good sized baby.
John Major accelerated his career, and as a foreign minister, Dr. Fox began his long relationship with Sri Lanka, trying to broker a peace deal in '96. It was perhaps his friendship with this pop star, though, that cemented him in the minds of voters, renowned later for having a colourful social life.
People who go out and enjoy themselves does us no great disservice. People can't have it both ways. They can't say MPs are out of touch and then complain when we do what everyone else does.
By 2005, he'd held numerous shadow cabinet posts and married his long-term girlfriend, Jesmy Baird. In that same year, he stood for the party's leadership, pitting himself against David Cameron.
I intend to stand as a candidate for the Conservative leadership. As you'll notice this morning, we have no razzmatazz, no glitzy big launch for you.
His campaign, though, failed to gain any momentum.
When I was a young doctor, which is a few years ago now, you're supposed to laugh.
Doubts, too, over his leanings to the right pushed him into third, ending his hope of leading the party, but not of landing a top cabinet position. David Cameron offered him the defence brief, and as Secretary of State, he made his greatest impression and perhaps his greatest enemies.
There are competing priorities, risks to manage and budgets to balance. We must act ruthlessly and without sentiment.
Dr. Fox is credited with solving overspending at the Ministry of Defence, but was heavily criticised for rushing the Strategic Defence Review and axing thousands of posts.
I am confident that when people within Defence review the recommendations, they will recognise this work not as a criticism, but a constructive critique of a department in need of reform.
Tensions with the Prime Minister have been well documented, thanks to numerous leaks and reports he was frozen out of talks on Libya. But his friendship with one former leader who attended his birthday party last month firmly established his position on the party's right. An experienced politician with a brief he'd mastered, Dr. Fox could prove difficult to replace. Emily Morgan, ITV News.